Let's go book shopping. Good morning, welcome back to Pages in Chaos. So today is Wednesday and I am in the middle of my February break. So during this time, I always take a trip to Barnes & Noble to do some shopping for middle grade March. So I'm gonna do that today and I figured I'd take you along. So first I'm going to drink my pre-workout. I'm going to do a 30-minute workout. Today is leg day. I don't know how good that is to go shopping afterwards and then carry a lot of books. But that is the plan. So I'm gonna work out and then I'm gonna go pick up my mom because she always comes with me on this trip, and we are gonna head out to Barnes & Noble. Now I do have a list of a couple of books that are absolute musts for the shopping trip, and we'll see what else I come home with. I usually come home with a lot more than I set out to get, so we'll see. So I did my workout, I showered, washed my hair, got dressed and everything like that. It took me a little bit longer than expected because I got a phone call from my mother and she will not be coming with me today because unfortunately their heater downstairs is not working. So she and my father now have to figure out what is going on and if they have to call somebody in or what's going on with their heating system. So thankfully they have heat upstairs because they're 2 floors and they have 2 separate systems. But yeah, that's unfortunate. So I'm gonna go because there are a few books that I do want to get for middle grade March, and I'm just gonna plan a separate trip with my mom to go when she can, maybe sometime over the weekend or something like that. So that is the plan. I am just getting myself some of my flavored water together, and I'm gonna head on out. And we'll see what I come back with. This journal's in the right colors, and I believe that's an eagle on there. Oh my god. I don't need it. I don't need it, but I want it. Look at all the pretty cups. Please tell me that I do not need these books. I mean, they're paperback, but look how pretty those edges are. One of my favorite series. And then they got the whole set. I don't know, guys. Now this is something that I've always wanted to get my hands on. An illustrated copy of The Hunger Games. And I absolutely love it. I might get it. And look, it's $3 off. Checking out some more Harry Potter stuff. I found the basket. Okay, still can't get used to this recording in public, but there was a lot of kids in the middle grade and children's section, so I didn't record anything in there. But I did get all but 2 books that were on my list. And of course I browsed and got a few more things. I have a couple of books that I found randomly that I'm debating getting. They were found in like the cozy mystery area, so the Crescent Tearoom and Rainfall Market. So I might just pick these up because they sound adorable. And then I picked up another Brandon Sanderson. I do want to read Mistborn, but I've heard a lot of funny things about this one. But my question is, why are his books so big? Like, look at this compared to a book like this. I just don't get it. So I don't know if I want to get this, or if I want to see maybe I can find it in like a smaller version, but then I think it would be like really thick. But I think I'm gonna grab this because I really do want to try more Sanderson. Okay, I'm home, and this is my entire bag of purchases from today. So I'm going to just show you what I got. I'm not going to spend too much time going over each and every book because honestly, some of these books were pure impulse buys and I have no idea. But anyway, I'll let you know what I got. Okay, so first up are the books that I got for middle grade March. And 2 of these were on my list and 2 of them were not. So let's go over it. So first up is The Secret Garden, and this is the group read, and believe it or not, I've actually never read it. I've seen the movie, but I've never actually read the book. And I got this edition. There were a bunch of different editions, but I got this one because it has illustrations in this, and I thought that was so pretty. So I had to choose between this one, and I was gonna get either this one or the Barnes & Noble exclusive, which had a beautiful cover, but there were no illustrations in it. So I decided to go for this version for the pretty illustrations. The next book that I picked up for middle grade March was Echo by Pam Munoz Ryan, and this has actually been a book that has been recommended to me over and over and over again, so I'm finally picking it up for middle grade March this year. And I actually was very upset that it was in hardcover because I really don't like hardcovers. I was looking for it in paperback. They didn't have it in paperback at Barnes & Noble, but I actually just noticed that it's a good thing I didn't get it in paperback because look at that beautiful book. I just love this. And then like, look at that. Look at the pretty sunrise or the sunset. I guess it's a sunset on the bottom. And it looks like there's some like magic coming out of there. But oh my goodness, this is so pretty. So I'm very happy that I got the hardback of this. Okay, so the next book was not on my list, but I'm currently reading The Games Gods Play, and I kind of am like a little bit obsessed with the Greek gods right now, so much so that I want to reread some books that I kind of put down about the Greek gods like Circe and Song of Achilles. But because of that, I saw Percy Jackson and The Lightning Thief. I've never read this series either, but kind of obsessed right now, so I figured that if I picked this one up for middle grade March this year, this would be the perfect time. So I only bought the first book because I don't know if I'll like it. I mean, I've heard mixed things about this series from different people. Some say that it wasn't for them, others absolutely loved it. So I only picked up the first book right now, and I absolutely cannot wait to give this a try. And I absolutely love the spine. So each one of these has the different, I guess, Greek god on the spine. So if I do pick up the rest, I got to make sure I get all the ones that match that. The next book that I picked up from my middle grade haul here was Lasagna Means I Love You. This is a book that was recommended over and over again, and I tried to get this last year. It was out of stock. I tried to get it over and over, and it was out of stock, and I found the last copy on the shelf. So this one is, I've heard so many things about this, that it's so adorable. It's such a quick 5-star read. So I am going to pick this up, and I am going to predict that this is going to be a 5-star for me. All right, and next up are the books that were not at all on my list. These were purely impulse buys, and these aren't even middle grade. I just saw them and I absolutely had to get them. So first up is the Crescent Moon Tea Room by Stacy Savinsky. totally just randomly saw this on the cozy fantasy table and loved the cover. So I figured why not. So it says the Quigley sisters, what more magical than witchy triplets, and their lovely cozy stories will steal your heart. So yeah, can't wait to pick that one up. Next is another book that again is a purely impulse buy, and I absolutely just love this cover. It's The Rainfall Market by Yu Young Guang, and I know I mispronounced that, so I do apologize. But this is actually a book that really caught my interest when I did read the back. Now, it does have some mixed reviews, and it does say that even though it's in the adult section, it kind of is more geared toward a young adult or even a younger reader audience. But either way, I'm excited to read this one, and I'm going to go into it with that mindset so my expectations aren't too high. But it says, if you could swap your life for a better one, which would you choose? So it's about this rainfall market where you can possibly change your life and change one thing about your life if you could. Next up is my Brandon Sanderson that I was debating whether or not I was going to get it because one, it's extremely floppy, and two, it is huge. But I've come to realize that unless it's part of like one of his big major series, that they are probably all going to be like this, or at least maybe from Barnes & Noble. I don't know. But I got the Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. And again, I've heard so many things about this one, and so I just had to pick this up. So it says, from best-selling author Brandon Sanderson, this captivating adventure meshes Jason Bourne, epic fantasy, and time travel shenanigans. This next book, let me just say, the cashiers know how to do their job. Actually, this guy who rang me up was the manager, and he convinced me to buy this book. It's their spotlight book of the week. It was at the register. He asked me if I had a chance to take a look at it, and he told me that it's Outlander but in Japan, and I was sold. Didn't even really read the back, but that is The Gate to Kagoshima by Poppy Kuroki. Again, I know I'm mispronouncing these names, but anyway, first of all, I mean, look at that beautiful sprayed edge. It's got like the cherry blossoms on it. That is just beautiful. It says fun, romantic, and heartbreaking, serious Outlander vibes with a fresh new twist. So I can't wait to pick this one up. Guys, this has got to be like the first one that I pick up after middle grade March because I just think it is a beautiful cover. And just for the pure fact that the cashier just convinced me to buy it. I don't even know. The last book was a treat of mine. I have been wanting to get this for such a long time, and I've been putting it off, saying like, really, I don't need this book. But honestly, I had to get it for myself. I wound up only spending $30 of my own money today, between my Christmas money, my birthday money, and the gift cards that I had from last year that I didn't spend. I figured I had to, like, there's no reason not to. So I'm really, really excited for this one. And that is the Hunger Games Illustrated Edition. This is one of my absolute favorite series other than Harry Potter. And I reread this so many times. I think I've reread it like 3 times already, like 2 times recently, actually, this is probably, when I do another reread, it'll probably be my 5th reread. But anyway, I was just so excited for this because I always see these illustrations, first of all, like these sections, right? When they part the parts of the sections. But like I always see on social media, the people posting images of the illustrations, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just had to pick it up, and it was a treat to myself, and it was $3 off, so why not? Now I just got to take a blow dryer and make sure I get that sticker off. But yeah, so this is one that I got to now find where I could display it, because I'm not just going to put it on my shelf. And then look at that. Right, the Hunger Games, and then you got the back of that. So that is beautiful. I might actually display it like that without the dust jacket on it. I don't know, we'll see. And I also got this Harry Potter blind ball. It is the Forbidden Forest mini plush. I was very good. Guys, you saw me in the Harry Potter section, and there were so many things that I wanted to come home with. And there were 2 of these, and I was good. I only bought 1. So why don't we just open it now? I hate all of the plastic that they put on these things. Like they put 2 layers of plastic on here. Oh, actually they only put 1 layer of plastic on there and you got the Hogwarts castle. Okay. Oh, and it's wrapped. Okay. Oh, and I got Harry Potter. All right, I was kind of hoping for something different, but that's okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll order another one. No, I gotta be good. I spent a lot of money on the Inside Out plushes lately to put in my classroom, so this was just a pure impulse buy. But yeah, there we go. So anyway, that was my day today in Barnes & Noble, and let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books and what you think about them, or if any of these books intrigue you. And thanks for coming along on my little journey today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.